Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning into a special edition of Steel City Sports World. I'm Luther Dupree, joined as always, Magic Mike, Smoking Jim Frazier. Great show, great guests in the house, but we want to start off with our Steel City news. Mike, do I need to put a disclaimer out here, or are we pretty good? I'll let you go. We'll see what happens.
All right. With the exception of this table, the Pittsburgh sports media is filled with idiots, okay? Especially that particular radio station that runs back-to-back-to-back clowns all day long. These guys are going on and on about the Phil Kessel trade and especially about signing Brandon Tanev. I'll tell you what, the Phil Kessel trade was a good trade. Basically, we got the same player back who was younger and costs a lot less, but that plays the exact same kind of style, and he's as good a sniper as Kessel was. The Tanev signing is the best thing that we've done in a few years. All right? The reason that they didn't make it to the Stanley Cup last year is because they had no players like Brandon Tanev. They got rid of Ryan Reeves. They got rid of a couple other guys that had a lot of grit. Brandon Tanev is a great player. He's a great hitter. He's a good penalty killer, and he'll score a few goals. He's a second six, bottom six liner, but he's definitely worth the contract. And they say, well, it might be too long. Well, you know what? Maybe it is a little long, but these guys don't stay here forever anyway.
All right, sounds good. Smoking. Well, before we say that, words you're about to hear, Smoking Jim's alone. They don't reflect my thinking, Mike, or anybody else's you're going to hear tonight. That being said, Smoking Jim, the floor is yours, buddy.
Hey, thanks, Luther. Hey, in the house, we got a guy that we put him in his football team in the Pittsburgh City League Hall of Fame. The 1989 Perry Commodores are the first and only City League team to go undefeated, win a state championship, and according to USA Today, they were the number 4 team in the nation. Big hand for a Hall of Famer, John Morgan, in the house. Always say anything a man can do, a woman can do better. You know, the greatest college basketball team is not Duke or Kentucky. The greatest college basketball team is UConn women's team. The greatest fighter of all time is not Floyd Mayweather. The greatest fighter of all time, Layla Ali, 24-0 with 21 knockouts. Susie McConnell, she won a WPAL and a state championship when she was a player for Seton LaSalle High School. She went on to be a college All-American at Penn State. She won the Olympic gold medal. She was a WNBA All-Star. She was a WNBA Head Coach of the Year. She won 5 WPAL championships, 3 state championships as a head coach of Oakland Catholic. She was a 2-time Dapper Dan Sportswoman of the Year. She's in the Basketball Hall of Fame. If Susie McConnell was a man, there'd be a statue somewhere in her honor. Listen, there's equality for the white man. There's equality for the black man. There's equality for the red man. There's equality for the yellow man. There's equality for the gay man. How about a little equality for the woman?
All right,
I got to disagree with you, Jim. The greatest fighter was not Layla Ali. The greatest fighter of all time is Tika Hemingway.
I like that.
That's a fact.
I like that. Hey, this is my favorite time of the year, NBA free agency. You see all these guys jumping teams. Kawhi Leonard, listen, I'm calling it right now. I hope he goes to the Lakers. I like to see great teams. Everybody says that would be too much, but look at the Golden State Warriors. They had Durant, they had Curry. I'm seeing Kawhi. He sees AD, LeBron James out there. That's going to be the next great dynasty. I hope he doesn't go back with Toronto. He's taken a lot of time. A lot of free agents are disappearing. I hope it happens. I want to see great teams, great players play together.
Didn't he just win a championship?
He just won a championship, but that team is old, and Golden State was hurt. KD is still hurt, probably for another year. I want to see him on the Lakers. I think that's the next dynasty. I want to see those great teams play. What you think, Jim?
Well,
am I wrong for that?
Is he dating Drake?
Hey, Jim, who we got in the house? Who we got
I don't know how we got him here. Listen, you guys got to pay attention to middle school basketball. We got the Norwin Lady Knights here. They're 112-0. 112-0. Big hand for the Lady Knights.
Hey, relax. Jim gets real excited. I saw a couple eyes looking wild, but he's harmless, man. He gets excited. But we're happy to have you. Please say your name, position. I know you play every position, but just say your name. Number 11. You have the mic in your hand. You wanted to talk first. There you go.
My name's Bailey Snowberger, and I'm a point guard.
Okay. All right, what grade? What grade? Sorry, what grade?
My name's Lauren Palangio, and I'm a center.
Okay, what grade?
7.
Going
into
seventh.
8th.
Okay.
My name's Kendall Williams, and I'm point guard.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
I'm Maya Morgan, and I'm a shooting guard.
Okay.
I'm Kiernan McGough, and I'm a forward.
Well, what? All right. So y'all do have positions. All right.
I'm Sarah Mammoth, and I'm a point guard.
Okay.
I'm Ava Kobus, and I'm a forward.
Okay. Okay.
I'm Ken Williams, and I'm the coach.
All right. All right. Now, is there somebody said center? It was just forward and point guards and shooting guards. No center? Oh, you're the center. Okay. All right. 35. Right. I know.
How tall are you?
6 feet tall.
Okay. Okay. I came in. I said, "Wow, do we have a high school or middle school team in the house?" I mean, you are. Now, the numbers. I always ask players about the numbers. Why they picked a particular number? Is there a reason why? I mean, I see. Is there a reason why the coach you just give them out?
What kind of question is that?
A lot of reasons.
Oh,
Players, just NBA players that they like.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to give that to Lauren, Lauren can tell you who her favorite player is.
right, right. Oh, 35. I could probably guess.
I picked my number because of Kevin Durant, and I've always liked the Warriors, so when he went to the Warriors, it just, I don't know, the number stuck.
Okay. Now, 11. Is there a reason that you just?
Well, number 1 has always been a pretty lucky number for me for my other sport, softball, and I guess that also has something. But I also started watching WNBA lately, and Della Dawn really stood out
Oh
to
yeah,
me.
she's tough.
So that's also one reason.
Okay. Okay. That's a great number, by the way. Number 12. It's the great number. Oh, you did. No reason, just it's a shirt you got. You're just cool with it.
Yeah. She had 11, so I grabbed the next one.
All right.
So number 12 was already taken, so I guess I picked 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 12 just stuck with me. So
So she better give you that number. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh, 23.
I always liked Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, and I always wanted to play like him, so I picked number 23.
Okay. Yeah, look. Numbers in the bag, I don't see. Oh, 44, all right.
Pete
I don't
Maravich.
have a reason for mine.
All right. No reason, just it's number 44, all right. What number? What number?
Number 1.
Number 1, okay.
My reason would be I used to play basketball for a Catholic team,
Okay.
and you weren't really allowed to choose your numbers. It was just basically they already had the jerseys, and you just picked it by whatever size you were. So mine just ended up being number 1, and that just kind of stuck with me. So.
Okay, okay. All right.
Coach, what's that number on your shirt?
Actually, this actually says 2019. I'm glad you asked.
I bet.
All right, just talk about this season. Tell Coach, I want to ask you first. Just talk about this team and, Norwin, a great history. Just talk about this team in particular and maybe get into some of the history.
Okay, so this team has been together for quite some time. I've been with the organization for quite some time, playing both head coach and assistant coach.
Okay.
We started out, all of them started out in-house where we all met and great times. But you can tell as time went on who was really going to progress and flourish through the league, and right around where travel came about, you started seeing the girls that were peaking come out and really put up numbers and just excel at drills and everything else that we were doing. It's this group is, like I said, it's a special group because not only do these girls train just through our practice, but they actually get training outside of practice. Wow. Whether it's conditioning, speed, and agility, or just meeting up with trainers and spending time with the trainers. You know, we have quite a few that go, you know, maybe once a week to to another trainer, or 2 or 3 times a week, and that's outside of having practice.
Oh, wow. Dedication. I like
There's
that.
a lot of dedication in this group. So, like I said, we started in-house, and we kind of just took it and ran with it, and these girls have been phenomenal.
Okay. Now, is it true? Is it 108? What's
It's actually, I
112?
believe it's at 112 to 0 right now, and that's in our grade. We have played up a couple times, and we could have, it would have been a lot more if we would have pushed through. I think we lost maybe 2 or 3 games playing up in 8th grade, and we were dominating 8th grade teams at the time too. So, I mean, these girls are good. They're solid.
Okay. Any other players just want to talk about your experience? No, I mean, that's a pretty long streak. I mean, is the pressure, I mean, when you know that you're playing for a team that has that type of streak at this level, I mean, what's the pressure like?
I don't really feel like any of us have pressure
No?
because we all practice together. I feel like we all feel like a family really when we play together. And it doesn't even matter who's on the floor. First 5 doesn't matter. If you subbed in last or get the less playing time, it doesn't really matter because all of us play solidly together as a team with whoever's on the court. So, and whenever we go on the floor, I don't think any of us are scared of losing or winning because
You
I
already
just
know
feel
you're going to
like,
win.
yeah. But
To sum it up.
I tell you what, number 11, you can take Luther's spot. Right? You got a future, Luther. Now, what's considered the better program at Norwin? Is it the basketball program or the soccer program?
That's
I know what they're going to say.
That's
I
tough.
know what they're going to say. Come on, Jim. Well, you got
I
the
guess
mic,
you
11.
could say either, or you could compare boys and girls soccer and basketball to the girls team. The girls are definitely
But
better.
they don't have boys' sports at Norwin, do they?
I think that's another
Hey,
time and
Buddy
another
just went out
discussion.
there. Buddy Valinsky is now the coach of the boys. So watch that program. Watch the boys program turn around.
Can I say something without y'all getting scared? Is
Don't bang
your
on the
biggest
desk.
nightmare playing Gateway?
Who?
Nobody cares about Gateway. A classic Jim question.
Not yet.
Have any of you ever heard of Gateway?
That's a better question. Hey, again, the number to call is 412-231-2288. We have a championship, a state championship level team in the house with us tonight, and we're just glad to have them. We do have one call. Let's go to the phone lines. Caller, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hi, my name is Ray. I'm calling from the South Hills.
Hey, how you doing, Ray? Thank you for calling.
I had a question for the team. Besides your current coach, what other coaches or mentors in your life have had a big influence on your basketball careers?
Good question.
I would probably have to say our AAU coach, Coach O. He really helped us come together better as a team and just play better together.
Now, what AAU team? What AAU
We
team?
play for PA Swoosh,
PA Switch. Okay.
some of us.
Some. Okay. All right. Anybody else want to weigh in on that? You better answer correctly.
Coach Anthony, because as we were becoming a better travel team, he's been one of our coaches since 5th grade, like all of us together, and he's made us become a better team, and we always, I don't know, we're really close now because of him. And,
I'd like to say Coach Kate because she was always our emotional support person on the bench when things got a little tough. She was there always to calm us down.
Okay. Okay.
So I'd say Coach Jermaine. They don't know him, but he's from like my training, and he's just like he's always been there, I guess, and he's giving me advice and everything, because I used to be so like unfocused and everything, and he like just got me better, and he was like I guess a dad, I guess, I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, girls, you're going to have to hold the mic a little bit closer and talk a little bit louder. All right, so everybody can hear.
Anybody else want to weigh in?
I would say for quite a few of our girls, they go see Coach Scorp or Trainer Scorp. I can't remember. I don't know what his first name is. I'm sorry, Steve. I've always known him as Scorp, so it's Scorp. But also Marcus Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus Robinson is one of my good friends. Train with him all the time. He's opened my eyes up to making adjustments for these girls. Coach Yolanda Johnson as well.
Okay.
Being
Coach,
able to coach girls basketball. I spent some time with her to really make that adjustment. From coaching boys to being able to coach girls.
What's the difference? I mean,
I'll tell you, the first difference I found out from her was actually when you set the pick, it's a lot different.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So, it was something that I never thought of. Yeah, it's up top.
Could somebody demonstrate how to? Somebody show setting the pick? The center? Okay. So like that.
You know what? Times have definitely changed, because I would have said my father, or I wouldn't have gone home that night.
I was trying to get Kendall to say the same thing, but that didn't work.
No?
Nah.
Okay. All right. Caller, you still on the air?
Yes.
Okay, do you have another question?
With player number 35 and player number 1, I've seen you play, and I'm just wondering, how much conditioning do you really do on a regular basis?
Yes, you can answer.
We go to our speed and strength trainer, Adam, twice a week.
Wow.
And we train with different basketball trainers and then practice, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, that's accurate. I mean, what? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I do the speed and strength with some of these girls twice a week, and then I go to a different trainer once or twice a week, and then I go shoot with my dad early in the morning sometimes.
Wow. All right. There's the dad reference. All right. That's what we like to hear. Hey, caller, thank you for the call. Appreciate it. Are you still on air? All right, looks like we lost that call. Again, number to call, 412-231-2288. We hear the callers going. Another question I wanted to hear now. You all have Norwin and GYBA. What is GYBA? What is
Girls Youth Basketball Association?
Oh, okay. All right, makes sense.
You couldn't figure that out?
I didn't know. I wasn't sure if that was GYBA or what. So, Smoking Jim, go ahead. Now, you all mentioned that you are starting to watch the WNBA more. But a lot of you all mentioned, of course, the Michael Jordan and Kevin Durant. How big of effect do you think WNBA is going to have on you guys? Is that now that it's getting a little more popular, or you think down the line players will say, well, Della Dawn or Shatori Walker-Kimbrough's around from this area. Do you think that's coming pretty soon, or what? Or you think it's always going to be, you all still look towards the LeBrons and the Kevin Durants?
From what I've heard, it's always about the money that I see now. It's not about like how they play or anything, but like what I've heard from the NBA players, they looked up to the WNBA and how they would play and how, you know, they were calm during their games. So it might be coming up. They might be one of the best coming up.
Okay. All right, let's jump back to the phone lines. Caller, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sean.
Hey, what's going on, Sean?
Hey, what's the topics today? Because Facebook is cutting up today.
Oh, man. Okay, it figures. Well, we have Norwin Girls Basketball team in the house today, and it's pretty much an open talk.
Middle
school.
Okay. I think that within the past 5-6 years, I think Gribble led them to 2 straight WPO championships. She played at Pitt, and I think she had to stop playing due to concussions or some type of injury.
Yeah.
So that they're doing a good job with their program out there in Norwin, the girls. They just got to keep it up.
Yeah, I mean, and they're putting in the work. We're hearing all about the, twice a week training on top of practice. That's what it takes.
Sean, you've been calling
Yeah,
me for 5
you guys-
years. I ain't heard you mention Norwin until today.
Smoker Jim, I used to coach AAU basketball. You know, my cousin Shawnee,
Right.
she was in the same class with Gribble. They used to be on the same AAU team together with Smack underneath Curtis Williams, who's the head coach at Gateway.
There you go.
All right, Sean.
There you go.
Buddy.
Hey, Sean, you was doing good till you mentioned Gateway.
Nah, he was the head coach at Gateway. What's he won recently?
No, Gateway won a WPO championship last year. They beat Oakland Catholic.
Right.
So
Give
they
him
still
more
won the
time.
WPO championship. The girls did.
Hey, Sean, what else is on your mind, man? I know you're
I want to give a shout out to Swing Cash.
Oh, yeah.
And one thing people need to pay attention to is you never know who's looking at your work ethic. Ever since high school, Swin had a motor that when you knew she was on the court, she had a motor over everybody else.
Facts. That's true.
And she got her new position with the New Orleans Pelicans. And from what I'm hearing, the relationship that she built with David Griffin, David Griffin or Griffith, whatever his last name is,
Griffin, yeah.
who helped Cleveland win their championship. I guess they built the relationship up during the NCAA tournament. And when he became the GM of New Orleans, he poked her, and she took a job down there. So you never know who's looking at you when you're working with people.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard
Swin was
Swin Cash be working close with LeVar Ball.
No.
Hey, Swin was always good. I remember we had her back when she was at McKeesport. We had a crank caller come in, and she addressed it before we could. I mean, she always had the leadership skills and the communication skills. That's before your time, Smoker Jim. You weren't on Steel City back then, man. But she always had it, and we're just happy for all the success that she's had, man. That's definitely a good point, man.
I don't know if I talked about this, but I am glad that Anthony Joshua got knocked out in America.
Cut him off the air, man.
Hey, you know what? And listen, and that's what I was trying to tell Jim for 2 months before. His chin was questionable and he had stamina issues. Once again, I'm right and Jim is wrong.
Ali lost. Joe Louis
Muhammad
lost.
Ali never lost
Lennox
like
Lewis
that.
Lost.
They lost the top Muhammad Ali lost
Took
to the
him
greatest
3 days
area.
to wake up Lennox Lewis. Man,
Come on. This guy took a short notice and still knocked him down 4 times. Man, let it go, Jim. He's done.
And he knocked him down 4 times after Joshua knocked him down.
Right. So I mean, Jim doesn't want to accept his loss, but it's evident, Jim. He was a paper champion with a glass chin.
Yeah, ask Buster Douglas how that worked out.
What else you got?
What is things looking like for college football? I haven't really been following the college football.
Well, one thing we know, Pitt will be at the bottom of the barrel again.
Jim always hated. Well, I don't think Pitt will do that well. Of course, you got Alabama and Clemson again. Recruiting classes are just loaded. I'm not sure who's going to compete with those guys.
I think you got to like Oklahoma this year.
Oklahoma?
They had a real good recruiting class.
They got hurt. They got the quarterback hurt.
Yeah, they got hurt from And from Alabama. We'll see.
Always say, Sean, the difference between Cheerios and Pitt is Cheerios belong in a bowl, Pitt don't.
Oh, man. See? Hey, Jim, stop talking about Pitt. Now, we have a couple guys we're trying to get into Pitt, so stop all that, Jim. Disregard that, Coach. He's a California guy. Sure. All right, sure, man. Hey, I appreciate the call. Sean, anything else you would add before we let you go?
Want to say send my condolences to Andy Blackwell and his family.
A legend.
Passed away. Grew up with him, playing sports with him, Uptown Little League or the Hill District, and playing against him in high school. Great guy. Hopefully, kids would stick to baseball like he did. He made the Semi-Pro Hall of Fame. There's nothing wrong with playing baseball. You could get paid off of baseball too, just like you can basketball.
And play it a lot longer.
Football. Yes, you just got to be patient.
Hey, you know, he's one of the most underrated guys to come out of the city. A three-sport All-American type. I mean, he's very underrated.
Yeah, we're putting him in the City League Hall of Fame this year, Sean. He almost went in last year, but, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Hopefully everybody have a good 4th of July, guys.
All right, you too, Sean. Thanks for the call. Hey, let's stay on the phone lines. Caller, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hi, my name's Heather.
Hey, Heather, thanks for calling. What's on your mind?
Hi, I was just wondering how tall number 35 is.
I'm 6 feet tall.
Oh, okay. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Heather.
All right, have fun. Bye.
Oh, gosh. All right. Hey, get a number to call, 412-231-2288. Now, who's Heather? Is that
That's my mom's
that's your
friend
boss?
from work.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, is height running your family?
Yeah.
Basketball? Is a lot of basketball players? Who?
My dad used to play basketball.
Okay. All right. That's where the height comes from. All right, well, that's good. Again, 412-231-2288. Is there a team that you guys wanted to play, through this middle school that maybe you didn't for some reason or another? Is there one school in particular that gets a lot of hype, and you're like, man, I wish we could play them?
I know there's
Coach?
one school they didn't want to play.
I think the one school that I enjoy playing, and I believe we played up when we played them, was Obama.
Oh, okay.
And the reason why I say
you all
that,
played up?
Yeah, we play up.
What, like the 8th or 9th grade?
It was like 8th grade, I
Oh,
believe.
okay.
So,
okay.
It was 8th and 9th? It was 8th and 9th. Okay. As 6th graders, they're telling me.
Oh, okay.
So we were 6th graders playing up 8th and 9th.
Oh, okay.
And it was by far the most intense game.
Wow.
It was just fast-paced the whole time.
Okay.
You know, our girls are running, their girls are running. We've had a lot of games that are like that, but it just didn't. It seemed like it just wouldn't stop.
Okay.
So that's one of my favorite games, I would say. I think we actually lost by 1.
Oh, wow.
Playing up
Real
2.
Playing up like 2 grades. That's very impressive. All right. Any other ladies want to answer? No?
We play them a lot. They're at McKeesport. They're probably one of our biggest rivals just because when we play them, there's never really a stop in the aggressive.
Was there a cash on that team? I know that there's like a cash every couple years that can play. There was not this year? No. Okay.
Next year.
All right, next year there'll probably be one. But hey, let's jump to the phone lines. Caller, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hi, this is Kate. Hi, girls.
Hi,
That's Kate. Oh, okay.
Hey, I was just calling. I wanted the girls to talk a little bit about the really amazing friendship they all have off the court and how that makes them better players, the team on the court.
Okay, good question. All right, number 11, you got the mic. 11.
Oh, the other one behind her.
Oh, yeah, okay. My fault. I thought they were pointing that way. My fault. You know you better answer this question.
I mean, we're all, we hang out off and on the court,
like New Year's, we all hung out and had like a sleepover at her house, and that was really fun. And we like do, I guess, team bonding things.
Like what kind of team bonding? What do you all do in particular?
We went ice skating that one.
We went ice skating.
We really do try to do everything,
Okay.
honestly.
Oh, my personal favorite.
Anyone else want to jump in about how close you guys are and how it helps you on the court?
I mean, we're pretty much like a family. You know, we do everything together. We go out to eat together. A lot of inside jokes about people. Especially about, Coach.
We're not going to go there.
Okay.
I get heckled all the time. So.
We have our inside joke about Helga. We all pretend to be this one lady, and we just talk like her.
Oh, gosh. All
Our
right.
other coach is obsessed with it. He tells people we can speak Russian.
Oh.
Coach, you got some pretty big arms back there. You lift weights?
Hey, Jim, he
I used to.
Hey, Jim, he had his whole arm out the whole show. They going to see this. Lexi, they going to see this muscle.
I'm just
Go ahead,
comfortable,
Coach.
man. I'm just comfortable. But no. I mean, I used to lift. I hurt my shoulder and started gaining weight, man. So, now, with that being said, they'll tell you I just lift donuts now. But no, I'm getting back into it, though. I'm getting back into it.
Okay.
But one thing I did want to say about this group is that they do spend a lot of quality time with each other, whether it's with the whole group or if it's, one or two of them together. They're very rarely separated, unless one of the parents says no. But no, they spend a lot of time, and I think that is what really aids in our wins, is that they know each other. It's
Okay.
not just them learning something on the court or spending time, that 45 minutes or 2 hours, whatever the practice may be, to go over plays or defense or whatever. They really do spend that quality time, and it's kind of eventful because I see a lot of it in my house. Like I said, there's a lot of inside jokes. We're just going to leave it at that. But these girls also have a lot of attributes when playing the game. Obviously, we have Lauren, who is 6 foot, is definitely a shot blocker. We have Maya, who's a three-point shooter. Kendall, who's going to break the lane and just go, And if she's running too fast, maybe break her own ankles. But, we have Kieran, who is she is by far one of the toughest girls I've ever seen on the court. Then we have Sarah, who literally, I think she may have a couple hundred steals.
Wow. Okay.
She is very gifted at stealing the ball.
Okay.
And then I leave Ava for last because she is literally the Swiss Army knife. And Bailey, I was
getting
looking
to
over
you.
I'm sorry. But no, Ava is the Swiss Army knife. She literally can play every position, which is great. And Bailey, she's a hustler. Three-point shooter, hustler. Like I said, every last one of them has an attribute that really allows the team to excel. And when one is falling off, everybody else is able to pick it up.
Okay. Hey, let's jump back to the phone lines. Caller, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hi, this is Kim calling from Texas.
Hey, how you doing, Kim? Longhorn country, all right. What's on your mind?
I have a question. What drives Kieran to be the toughest on the court?
I don't know. I guess it's just in my blood because both my parents played, and I guess I just have a love for basketball, and that's just what I do. And I love taking the ball and just fighting and everything. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Well, we are very proud of you, Kieran. I did have another question. I wanted to know what excites the girls about the game that they're so committed inside school and outside.
Okay. All right. Somebody.
Seriously, what was it?
What excites you about playing basketball, Sarah?
It's fun. I really think that whenever all of us are together, it's more fun. Whenever we're on the court, you don't really see any one of us not giving each other a high five when someone does something. It's really, each of us just makes everyone else have more fun. But if we're all split up, then it's less exciting. But once all of us are together, like we are on our travel teams and our school teams, I just think we all just have way more fun because of how close our friendships are and how well we play together.
Okay. I like that answer.
When I was younger, both of my brothers played basketball, and I would go outside and shoot with them, and we would just like play games all day, and I just like playing it a lot, and I practice all the time.
I guess it's just the connections we have and how like close we are. And on the court, we get even closer because we all have a love for basketball. And then it's just way more fun with our friendship. And like Bailey said, we're always giving high fives if we made a shot or if we stole the ball or anything. We're always, high fiving each other, saying good job, all that stuff. And it's just the connections we have.
I would say I grew up around the court. My dad coached basketball for as long as I can remember. My uncle also coaches high school basketball. My cousin played college basketball.
Okay.
And it's just, my uncle also reffed, so he yells at me sometimes when I do things. But I just always grew up around the court, and I think when I grew up, I've always wanted to play. So whenever I started playing, I think I had a lot of fun, but I don't think I ever thought it could, my team could ever be this good, or we could ever go the places that we have gone and do the things that we have done and become as good friends as we are with each other. So.
I find it really exciting because we never know what's going to come next. Like, someone could get hurt 1 minute. And then we could be, traveling across states, the next, I don't know.
Not even an hour.
We drive.
All right. Anybody else want to weigh in on this?
Yeah, I think growing up around playing basketball with my dad and stuff like that, it was always my family playing. So having a team like this and then being family, means a lot. And just being with people and just having fun is pretty much commitment.
Okay. Point guard and center. Kobe and Shaq right there. All right. Let me stop.
Best friends.
Right?
I got a question. You can just a show of hands. I know you don't have much experience with this, but which of you hates to lose? That's what makes them good.
Two heads. All right. Well, thank you again for the call. Let's get back to the phone lines. Call us, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hey, Smoking Fraser, are you there?
Hey, what's going on?
Doing? This is Danny. I'm calling about that girl that shoots those 3-pointers and don't miss, number 12. She liked that scoreboard up. And the other girl, number 12, forget about it.
Okay, I can't wait to watch her play.
All right. Do you have a question?
Great day, brother.
Thanks, Danny.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, hey, thanks for the call, Dan.
I guess you shoot 3-pointers. No question, you just wanted to tell you.
Who's the who's the biggest jokester on the team? The biggest cut up, tells the most jokes. Yeah. So she's okay. So she's like the Steph Curry, the jokester, shoots the 3-pointers. Okay.
How can the jokester be afraid to talk?
Hey, again, number to call 412-231-2288. How far? I know you are just in middle school. How far you are trying to go? Are you all trying to go
As far as
college
it'll-
ball,
Get
WNBA?
out of
I'm just saying.
saying.
Listen, hey, people start thinking. Listen, you know, Jim, we have the 6th graders. They're already talking about schools, and I'm just saying, how far do you all want to take this?
Well, I think I'm going to take after Ken and do a 30 and over league.
Thirty and over.
As long as you get a good job while you're doing it.
Right.
Happens to
I got a real question.
It's about time. It's about time.
When's the last time that
Now, I
happened?
know
Right.
you said you played softball, so what's your favorite sport? Is it softball, basketball, or do
I-
you guys all play?
I thought you said you had a good
multiple-
question.
Yeah, that's good. They could be multiple athletes here.
I mean, all of us except for I think Kendall and Sarah also play volleyball together. But we're trying to get them to also play this year. Sarah was hurt last year, so she couldn't try out. Yeah, Kendall's too big of a wimp to do volleyball. But honestly, I can't really decide because all 3 of my sports that I play really have one place in my heart that I can't really choose, and you can't really compare them. When I go to basketball, I have my friendships there, and I have all the connections there. But when I go to softball, it's completely different. I have completely different friends and friendships in the way of playing. So I really can't decide.
Bring your cheer up over here. Get on. This girl's good, bro.
Yes, she is. Hey, let's jump back to the phone lines. Caller, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hey, Luther. Hey, Jim. It's Sindel.
Hey, how you doing, Sadell?
Hey, guys. I just wanted to call and say hello to these fabulous ladies on TV. I'm so happy to see that on vacation you guys decided to have more girls on your show.
Hey, we took your advice. We took your advice.
I love it. I love it. And I just wish all these ladies on the show much success and to just follow their heart and it will not lead them in the wrong way.
And I'm pulling your picture up right now.
Hey, well, thanks again. That's Miss Allegheny County, Miss Pennsylvania. She just does a lot. So, Sindel, always supporting the show. We always want to support you. So, just keep up the great work. And thanks for the call.
We love you, Sindel.
You know what, Sindel? Claudio usually has to do his baseball team during the summer. Maybe we have a spot for you here.
I know. I mean, I'm telling them, like, you guys need to have people on when I'm home. I'm not even home right now. You guys have all these amazing girls on.
Next time, we definitely got you.
All right,
Get
I'll
rid of
see you guys
Jim.
later.
I'll see you Monday, Sindel.
Yes, you will.
All right. Hey, again, the number to call, 412-231-2288.
And you're not invited.
All right, what else is new? It happened last time Isaiah Thomas was here, so I'm used to it.
I forgot to call you.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Hey,
He would have just got you fired anyway.
exactly. Real quick, I do want to kind of, because we did have a question emailed to us, and I want to get their opinion. NBA free agency, I know Kevin Durant is injured, but he decided to play with Kyrie Irving with the Nets. We do have some clips. I want to ask the one who wears number 35, what did you think about the situation? Do you think he would ever leave the Golden State Warriors? Or?
I did think he would leave because people were talking about it, but it was sort of sad to see him leave because I've always loved the Warriors, but I'll still follow him even on the Nets. So.
Do you like that mix? Do you think they can win a championship, him and Kyrie being the next duo?
I think they could give it a good shot.
Is that the best Kevin Durant highlight you could find?
just playing. It's Kyrie and Kevin Durant. You big hater. Who's the biggest hater? Who's the smoking Jim, the hater of the team? That's what I want to know. Put out. Kendall? Oh, okay. We got to get her on the volleyball court, right? That's
Yeah.
I like.
She's really good at falling.
Yeah, so she'll be good at volleyball.
She'll be great at volleyball.
Okay. Biggest flaw. She's a flaw like James Harden.
Yeah.
Hold on. 20. Kid, what's wrong with James Harden?
He's cocky.
I thought all basketball players were cocky to an extent, right?
The rest of your team just said you were
Right?
cocky.
That's what they said about you.
I don't like Harden either.
But he doesn't even like pass the ball. Like he shot a 3 and turned around. He's like he's not even that good.
It's part of the show.
I don't like that guy.
He's part of the show. I mean, he's an MVP.
You only like him because y'all got the same beard.
My beard's not that thick yet. Give me a couple years. It's getting there. Hey, 412-231-2288. We are kind of run out of time. I want you all to give a couple shout outs before we run out of time. Anybody you want to shout out? Parents, other people that
No,
maybe you
I
haven't
want to
given?
shout out our AAU coach, Coach O, because I know I'm his favorite player. And of course he's watching. He's watching with his dog right now. I bet. Yeah.
Both of my parents are probably my biggest supporters. They push me through everything, even if I get very annoyed with them. When they're like, oh, you should go shoot, and I just got back from a workout or something, they still push me harder just because they know how good I can be. And I also appreciate how much Micah Mason has been a part of my life because he has fixed a lot of stuff in my game and made me 100 times better.
Okay.
Probably my older brother Drew. When he comes home, we play sometimes, and he always pushes me to be better and shows me like stuff I can do in a game. And also Micah Mason, because he changed my shot a lot from a really bad one to one
the
that's
best 3-point shooter maybe in the division, right? Just about.
Definitely my mom, because she's always there for me, and it's like she just pushes me, and she always makes me better, and she knows that I can go pretty far. And also it's called Scoring Factory. I've been with them, and they just made me so much better, and they got my confidence up, and just I guess made me the defensive player I am. So yeah.
Okay.
I'd also like to shout out my sister, who we all call Ghosty, and she always comes to the games, and she's just like she's on the team because she acts just like all of us.
All right.
She's probably, even though she didn't know much about the game, she always tried to pay attention, and she's gelled with the team just as much as all the girls have.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Marcus Robinson for like being there no matter what and coming to my games to like help me be better on my dribbling or my shooting or how I play defense or how to create space to make passes with my teammates. So, yeah.
We gotta get Marcus Robinson.
You got to. We haven't had him since he was at Alderdice.
I'd like to give a shout out to my sister. She, even though she is a little weird, would be the nicest word sometimes, she always yells at me and tells me that I'm not doing good enough, even though she's younger than me. But it always makes me work harder. And also to all of my family members, they've always helped me to go in the right direction. Maybe sometimes when I'm losing my way a little bit, and they always help me to come back and make sure that I'm doing the right thing. It doesn't even matter basketball wise, but they've all helped me with basketball one way or another and given me advice. So.
I'd say my little sister, because she's forced to come to like every game and she cheers for us. And like whenever we go out to eat, she'll come and like hang out with us and make us all smile. And she's like always makes the team happy.
All right, Coach.
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to them for being just great kids all around, not only on the court, but off the court, academically and just being great role models and being great kids all around.
All right. See, you should have been on the set. You should have been on the set to say that, but we love it.
Hey, number 11, let's see that shirt.
Yeah.
Let's see that shirt. Hold that shirt up.
This is actually for you.
Yes! Yes!
For Jim.
Yes! No,
All right.
Y'all don't have
This is what we got before.
to. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Here, bring that up. Bring that up. Yeah! Yes, thank
All
you.
right. All right. Jim out here getting gifts instead of give me that shirt, Jim. You can't fit that. Oh, but Coach, we want you to get a couple shout outs as well.
Yeah,
Coach.
I would like to give a shout out to Coach Kobus. He's not here right now. And all the girls are dreading it because he's definitely going to make them work a lot harder because they didn't mention him.
Oh, okay. No, but
he facilitated a whole lot for this group. You know, like I said, I played head coach and assistant coach.
Mm-hmm.
He played more of the head coach, and I've learned a lot through him.
Okay.
You know, and you know, I got to definitely give a shout out to my wife because I might
better do that.
You know, because she puts up with all the stuff that the girls don't see when I go home, you know, complaining about ref calls and stuff like that. And Marcus Robinson, once again, because we train a lot with him.
Okay.
And, you know, he's pushed, you know, some girls to greatness, and he's pushed me to greatness, just, you know, analyzing what I was doing on the court and making decisions and stuff like that. I mean, he knows his stuff, so.
Yeah. Go ahead.
From all the team, we want to shout out Mama. That's Kendall's biological grandma and our adoptive grandma. She comes to all our games and is probably our loudest supporter.
Oh yeah, of course.
She makes John the happiest, I think.
All right. Hey, go ahead, Mike.
I got a shout out to Eddie Gallagher. Welcome home, buddy. Glad they should have acquitted you. And never doubt what you did. Our job is to kill the enemy, and that's what we do. Good job, Eddie.
Okay, Mike. Whoa, okay. All right. Again, I want to bring it back to Marcus Robinson. Very proud of what he's done. Came up through Altered Ice. We had him on the show back. He was going against like an unbeatable Shinley team and gave it his all way back then. And the fact that he's training the next group of youngsters now is impressive. You know, with the Pittsburgh Bullets as well. He's trying to bring that back. So definitely get out there and support.
I think you against Shinley.
Nobody beat Shinley. That team, listen, they had 3 guys go to the NBA and one guy went to the NFL. And it was Marcus Robinson and regular high school players, not D1 NBA guys. So the fact that he was able to make it kind of competitive, you know, that's a testament to the skill level. So a lot of love for him, man. Quit holding that shirt. I want mine, man. We snatched that shirt from Jill. But again, I just want to thank you guys and keep following your dreams. I think you you know, impressed a lot of people. And just keep working hard. I mean, just the dedication, man. 2 times a week after practice is really impressive. So, Coach, you know, definitely keep working on them. I'm excited to see what you guys do at the next level as well. So keep working hard. Jill, Mike.
What are you holding that thing for? It says they had 100 wins,
100
wins and no losses.
Yeah.
That's not Gateway.
Couldn't say they had 100 minutes and no losses.
Well, everybody knows the Norwin Girls stand for championships And Norwin for the boys stands for no wins.
Listen, Jim, Buddy Valinsky is coming. He's a great coach. We know what he did for Alderdice. We gave him the Coach of the Year a couple times at Alderdice. Watch him turn that program around.
And he got in the City League Hall of Fame before Curtis Martin.
Which is, okay. Curtis Martin's in the NFL Hall of Fame, but not your
He might
city.
get in soon.
That's crazy.
I
don't want to hear it, Jim. Real quick, any predictions? Pirates, I know we didn't hit them real quick.
Oh, the Pirates, I predicted they'll get 18,000 to the next game. They got 17,000 this game, so.
Hey, well, Josh, if anything, going to see Josh Bell is worth it. And while he's here for the next 2 years.
Adam Frazier is worth it.
Mike,
really
real quick.
They're both worth it. I always said that here. We've got a lot of good players on the Pirates. We have a terrible manager. Hurdle couldn't coach his way out of a bag, and their pitching coach, Sears, is rolling more players than age. That's a fact.
Hey, guys, I want to thank all the callers. I want to thank, Coach, did you want to say something? Hold on, go in the front. Somebody. All right, one more shout out, girls.
All right, you got it.
Girls.
I think our whole team would like to shout out to Coach Brian Brzeski, the high school girls varsity coach. He pushes all of us, even though we aren't his players yet. I think that we're going to have a lot of fun and a lot of wins with him, with his coaching style and how we're already developing as one of his players.
And if things don't work out in high school, you guys are welcome again.
Hey, I want to thank Norwin for coming on for Smoke and Jill. Mike, I'm Luther, and we'll check you out next time. Check out the website, scsportsworld.com, and also our Facebook page. Peace.
Actually, girls, if you do well and you get through college and you start to do well there, you'll still be welcome at Gateway. They'll recruit you no matter where you are.
All right, bye.